we knew coming into this game with how Fairfield was playing and what they were doing throughout the season, it was going to be a real battle, and we were going to have to earn it. And especially in that first quarter, you could feel the intensity, you could feel the environment, just magnified that much. And I thought our guys did a really good job staying steady throughout the game, making some tough plays, and being able to earn a win against a really strong Fairfield team.
Sean, how much did you feel like the zone, especially in the second half, was able to fluster that more so than what you saw in kind of a frenetic first 20, 25 minutes?
Yeah, and that was a little bit, of that kind of decision was, seeing how that was unfolding, seeing if we could, with a little bit of a lead, be able to slow it down and, allow us to play, play off of that defensively and allow our goalie some better opportunities to make some saves. And he did a good job. The pipe helped us a few times too, especially. But I thought, these guys defensively were prepared for that. And, I think Luke did a good job in the cage too.
Joe, if you could kind of follow up on that and just how much different you feel like things became, because it did feel like things were kind of back and forth there early on, and obviously I think you guys held the scores for like 30-some minutes there.
Yeah, I think just like he said, it definitely slowed it down. Stopping them in transition first to start, and then we're a rangy team, long team, so getting those passing lanes, knocking balls down, I think that's a key part of the zone. So I think it just slowed them down, got them out of what they wanted to do, and we're comfortable with it. We can play either one, but yeah.
Joe, along those lines, finished with 5 caused turnovers, most of the game. Can you just describe the combination of being productive while also getting stops?
Yeah, so it's just, playing together is the biggest thing. We had some goals that we weren't, some guys aren't doing the right job, including me, and so we have to just play together, make sure you trust the guy on the left and right of you, and when we're communicating, everyone's on the same page, that's when we're playing the best.
Sean, being able to check the box of a conference regular season title and having the tournament here, how meaningful is that for you guys as a program to tack that on to what you guys did a year ago?
Yeah, I'm excited for the team, 100%. These guys work hard to be ready every day and every game, and to be able to stack enough wins, in conference to earn that, is meaningful for these guys. And they step on the field ready, and it's been exciting seeing that process and progress over the years, or over the season with it. And again, I'm really excited for these guys.
Mikey, one of the most important plays of the game was the end of the third quarter off the inline restart when 27 went over the head and you scored. Can you describe that play?
I thought he was pressing out. I thought I could use my legs to get past him, and I noticed that the slide was a little late. And I thought I had a good opportunity to find the back of the net, and I did.
Can you also take us back to the Elijah Smith assist to you, where he's run all the way back there, and just kind of what you saw there?
Okay, he's a freak. He's a freak athlete. When he gets running, it's hard to stop him, and it was a great team play.
Mikey, how would you kind of size up how you guys have fared here over the last 6-7 weeks or so, kind of flipping your season around here?
It's been great. It's a good team win this win. I thought our offense has been buzzing, and we've been playing very selflessly, and we got to continue to do that.
Sean, one of the things backstab was that you felt like you guys wore them down. Did you get that sense? And if so, what does it say about your team in terms of their ability to prepare and show up physically?
Yeah, it was something we actually talked about kind of within the game. We were running, 3 midfields out there at times just to, again, try to continue to, on their defensive end, try to keep them having to play us, and play against, and not just Mikey used to play, but like a first midfield, and spend those guys out. So, we're fortunate, that a lot of guys have played for us this year. I think we're at a place that we have a pretty good idea of who can do what for us, but being able to have some decent depth, allows us to do that. And we can play, we played some aggressiveness, with some 10-man early on, and able to pull that back, and, that can put some pressure on teams. And as long as we, can stay the pace as well is always what we're gauging at the same time. But I think it helps with the bodies that we're playing and keeping those guys experienced.
Sean, Sean, do you think that second half is something that can kind of galvanize Luke for the next couple of weeks as you guys go forward?
I'm not going to get in my goalie's head. I mean, he's again. I think him and the defense, continue to feed off each other as well as the team in general. Luke's again. We're going to play to what we feel like we need to do. The fact that he had a good third quarter, especially, I think, kind of helps him, right? Just when he's shooting well or he's getting the ball off the ground or picking passes, that confidence builds. We're going to continue to put our guys in the best position to be successful and keep them moving forward.
Any other questions?
Also, Sean, about Joe, just the cause turnovers and whatnot. Some of that's obviously being smart, and some of that's being really athletic as well. What's kind of the mix that goes into that? The ability to play multiple ways, and how important he's been for you guys.
Well, the smartness for sure. I mean, he wears 4-0 for a reason. He's a 4-0 student. The athleticism piece. But again, that's what we've loved about him in recruiting, and that's what he's brought to the table here is his IQ, his ability to have a really sharp stick. Just snatching balls out of the air on skip lanes and stuff, and being off the ground has been a huge part, right? When you're trying to get teams to throw in tight windows and daring them to throw some passes, he's there, making some great plays. He talked about our defense being long, and he's a big part of that for sure.